Welcome you back to another segment of TSSR Game Time Live Athlete of the Week. This week I am with this week's winner, Don Paul Keith. Don Paul, how are you?
Good, very good.
All right, starting with question one. Talk me through that muff punt. You got it. Coach Carway talked about the opportunities will be there. Just talk me through that play.
Well, I don't be thinking just to go out there and have fun and just play, I just run full speed down the field, trying to get to him before the ball gets to him. And just try to hit him, make a play, But when I seen him, ball with the ball, my eyes just lit up, So I go for him or the ball. So I just chose the ball. So it just bounced back to me. So I grabbed the ball, made a play,
Yeah, and just talk me through your confidence. How has it grown each week?
My confidence, always had confidence, coming here, or where I came from too, a lot of confidence. But, it's always been there, never lost it, never had to go gain and, go get it, So, yeah.
All right, kind of a fun question. Me and you, 1v1, 5 reps. Do you think I can catch a ball on you?
No.
All right, we may have to see that. Thank you, Don Paul, for your time. Just going to wrap it up for this segment of TSSR Game Time Live Athlete of the Week. I'm Kobe Blackmon, reporter from Leatherneck Insider.
WIU running back Markel Holman has been awarded the OVC Offensive Player of the Week award for his 172-yard and 1-touchdown performance versus Lindenwood. Holman has recorded 3 100-plus yard games this season, which is tied for the most in the OVC. Here's Holman on his performance last week.
I feel like a lot went well. Obviously, as you can see, with just how the results, everything happened. In the run game, I don't feel like we started off slow. The first carry, we got, I think, 8 yards. We kind of had a groove, Coach Davis was saying, on the sideline, we kind of wanted to run. And then when it rained, it kind of made it more so all right, we can be on the ground, and get the hard slam. But everything went well, we kind of stayed to our rules, did what we had to do, and just executed.
Holman also leads the OVC in rushing yards with 808 on the season. With 2 games left, I asked him how big that 1,000-yard goal is for him and what he's most proud of from this season.
Yeah, the 1,000 is definitely a goal. I feel like I'm a good athlete. I always want 1,000. I feel like that's what any running back goal should be. Try to get that 1K, and it's a very special moment. And as far as what I'm proud of in my growth, I just that I didn't get complacent. A lot of people can feel oh, I'm better, I'm cool, I don't gotta do this, but I still come to every day like it's a work day, still treat it like it ain't nothing. Although I had the big game, afterwards it was all right, we on to the next, you know what I mean? The next one always the best one. And I give a quote that, Caraway and the guys say a lot, every day the rent is due, and I just like that about myself. So that's what I can say I'm most surprised about and I like.
Lastly, Holman has spent all 3 of his collegiate seasons with 3 new schools. He shared what it's been like to transition to Macomb and his favorite thing about the town.
It's not really weird. I think the biggest thing to me was when I came, I didn't think about the weather. So it's super hot, super hot. And that took me a minute to adjust to. In fall camp, it used to be 110, degree weather days, and I was dying, I ain't gonna lie at first. So that was one of the crazy things. And then 2, just fun fact that I didn't have no idea that Monopoly was made here, and I did not know that at all. And I liked it how when they took me to the square, that the square is exactly like the board. You see the pieces and everything. It's even a park place, I think. So I think that's cool.
Reporting for Leatherneck Insider, I'm Luke Little.
Freshman defensive back Don Paul Keith has come in and immediately helped make an impact for the Leathernecks, both on defense and special teams. All of the hard work and persistence on and off the field has led to his success and earned him his first Freshman of the Week award this past weekend.
It was good, as a freshman, of course, you don't get that recognition like that unless you live up to what you need to do on the field and off the field. But yeah.
The adjustment from the high school level to the college level can be extremely challenging in many different aspects. For Keith, however, the transition for him wasn't nearly as difficult. He preached how his older teammates made him feel comfortable right away, and how he wants to do that himself for any future newcomers.
The new guys coming in, making them understand and plays and stuff, make them feel comfortable, and players who is staying, I hit a transfer portal or something like that, just keeping them like up, happy, making them feel good that we can do this next year. I mean, we got, good teammates, good players on the team. I feel like we can, come back stronger, next year.
Reporting for Leatherneck Insider, I'm Cody Gill.
WIU defensive back Nick Vaccaro had a huge interception late in the fourth quarter to seal the game against Lindenwood for the Leathernecks. I had the opportunity to speak to Vaccaro about what was going through his head when he made that interception.
Honestly, everything just went like blank for a second. I honestly didn't even expect that play to come how it did, but it was a very exciting moment. I saw all my teammates run over to me, and it was a really cool experience to see everybody so happy and cheering. We all just ran down the field and were celebrating together, so it was a really cool experience. I'm glad it happened.
Vaccaro was then asked what was it like playing in the weather conditions.
Honestly, it wasn't too bad. I played in many different types of weather, so it was easy to adapt to. Just some of our guys on defense had visors on, so we just took those off. And the defense side of the ball, it's pretty easy to adapt when it's raining because it's just easier for us to create turnovers. And then our offense did a pretty good job protecting the ball. So I feel overall both sides of the ball did well adapting to the weather.
Vaccaro then explained what has changed with the defense these past 2 weeks.
I just feel overall energy and then guys just willing to play hard. We got a lot of young guys just out there playing their butts off for us, which is really cool to see. And then, yeah, just like I said, all of us just overall just playing harder and working together as a team.
This is Patrick Cummings, reporter from Leatherneck Insider.
Yeah, proud and excited for our players. We've had a lot of kind of shoulda, coulda, wouldas, this fall, and some close losses, and probably had some games where in all three phases we probably played better than we did actually on Saturday afternoon, but for a variety of reasons couldn't come up with the victory. So just the resiliency by the staff, by the players. I don't think anybody on our sideline ever felt like we were out of it. We had a lot of kind of close, I should say near misses, I think, in that game early that, prevented us from trying to get in control of it, whether it be a couple drop passes, a couple misfits on defense, quarterback a tick early or a tick late. And we were kind of, at halftime being like, let's stay the course, feel like we got a good plan. And just proud again of the players and staff for pulling through. So much needed victory at home, and in the midst of preparation for a very tradition rich and well coached and very talented SEMO football team coming here to Hanson Field on Saturday.
Not W.
It's not W, it's W. 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 That's what I've been stressing out about the most so far. It's saying W because I know it's something you're going to say right. Yeah, we've been there.
They're like, we're waiting on, what are we waiting on? They haven't said anything. All right, we're ready to go. We can start.
Hello everyone, I am Will Thomas.
And I'm Dane Mackley. Welcome to this week's edition of Leatherneck Insider.
Your vision.
My goal is to work at a top 100 television station as a reporter, anchor, and a producer.
Our mission.
Thanks to Western, I have a resume that would beat out most students from the top journalism schools in the country.
This is Western Illinois University.
I am a success story. I am a Leatherneck.
It all started at Western Hall for Hall of Famer and former WIU women's basketball player and coach Rebecca Tile, who has now been named Rockford's fire chief. She was one of many applicants for the position but ultimately earned the job. I had the chance to sit down with her as she reflected on how her time at Western taught her about leadership and perseverance.
Well,
What was interesting when I came to Western the year before I got there, they had only won 7 games that year, the women's basketball program. And then what was fun about my career looking back is, we slowly won more and more and more games. And then our senior year, we won conference. And so to me, I think the perseverance piece is just that, when you have your eye on the prize and when you have a goal that you want to accomplish, you put the hard work and the dedication in, then you'll be successful. And that was, to me, something that was just very special about my time. And, as I progressed in my role on the team, that leadership piece just came out with, taking care of the person on my left and right. And that's followed me throughout my lifetime as a leader, even in this organization. That's all leadership is, right? It's just making sure that you're taking care of the people that are around you and that you're accomplishing a common goal.
Tayo also gives current student athletes advice.
I think about Western, the advice I would give is, you have, that moment in time that you're there, use it. You come into Western and then there's going to be a date that you go on and you move with your life. Cherish every moment, drive and grind and protect your house. We did that at Western. Nobody came into our home and beat us on our own turf. We took a lot of pride in that. And so, get with each other, make sure that you are taking care of each other, and really, really enjoy and cherish those moments and those memories that you're making right now, because they will carry with you through the rest of your life.
I'm Kobe Blackmon, report from Leatherneck Insider.
Assistant volleyball coach Alex Becerra has been selected for the 2025 AVCA Team Award, part of a college development program that brings volleyball leaders to the 2025 AVCA convention in Kansas City.
I was really excited. I'm extremely grateful that the committee and the directors decided that I was qualified enough to be a recipient of this award, and extremely grateful that I get to be mentored and learn from some of the top 25 coaches in the country.
Becerra says coaching is like teaching.
I'm extremely grateful for it. I feel like coaching is like teachers. It reminds me of my teaching background. You're constantly learning and growing. So to know that I've met hundreds of coaches all across the country is kind of what's made me who I am today.
Becerra looks ahead to what's in store at the convention.
I was awarded this award, so I get the convention for free to attend, and then certain panels that are part of the award recipient. So I'll actually be there for almost an entire week, which I'm pretty excited. I've never been to an AVCA convention before. This is my first one. I actually had another coach in conference that won the diversity award last year. He reached out to me and congratulated me and said that it was an awesome experience, that I'm gonna have a lot of fun. He's excited to connect. So I have a lot of friends that'll be there, so it'll be nice to see all of those people in one place and get to hear from some of coaches that are in the top 25 right now.
Caden Struns, Leatherneck Insider.
Taking me home, taking me home.
Here, I engineer the future.
Taking me home. Bring me back.
Here, I have countless opportunities.
Taking me home. Bring me back.
Here, I do research.
Right here at Western.
Western Illinois University. Our beginnings in 1902 focused on providing affordable teacher education training. We've changed with the times and excelled through the years. Today, Western is positioned for the next 100 years and beyond. Affordability of diverse academic programs, outstanding learning opportunities, and hands-on experiences provide excellent job placement for our graduates. This is Western, forever Western.
Starting at tight end, senior number 7.
Best secondary.